Hi everyone, in this video I want to talk a little bit about what universal cues are and why we should be focusing on teaching universal cues versus trying to just teach as many behaviors as possible. So what is a universal cue? A universal cue is essentially one cue that can be used to redirect your dog from many inappropriate behaviors. An example of this would be stationing cue, meaning telling your dog to go to their bed or go to a mat, because this can be used for pretty much any unfavorable behavior inside the house. For example, if your dog is jumping on guests, if you tell them to go to their mat, they are no longer able to jump on guests. Another example is touch. Touch is having your dog target their nose to your palm. This is really useful because if your dog is about to eat something they shouldn't, you can redirect by telling them to boop your palm instead, which is essentially another version of a leave it. Touch can also be used in place of a recall. So if you want your dog to come to you, you can say touch, they boop their nose on your hand, and they've come to you and you can grab your dog. Now you might be wondering, I don't really understand the point of a universal cue. Why don't I just teach my dog all the cues? And the thing is, we will teach our dogs all the cues, but one of the biggest mistakes that I see is people focusing on teaching their dog too many things and not advancing each behavior. So what I mean by that is, for example, I could teach my dog to sit, lay down, roll over, touch, all of these things, but if I haven't really proofed those behaviors to have them really understand what it means in more challenging situations. Now, having those behaviors is great and all, but what if you want your dog to sit when a guest comes over? What if you want your dog to sit at the dog park? Those situations are way more challenging, therefore your dog really hasn't learned the most advanced version of that behavior. So that's why we start with universal cues and focus on really advancing maybe just 2 to 3 universal cues where they can perform them anywhere in any situation. And then we can start to add on more behaviors and really work to advance those behaviors. All right, I'll see you in the next video.